Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This will be a daily tea collective energy update for those guided here. I do consider all my readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here is the right time. All right, collective. The first card that we had come out, this is from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Number 40, 40 breaks down to 4. 4s create stability. And this card corresponds to the energy of light, of the intuition, your imagination, it's vision, it's knowingness, and it's perception, mental states. And the land between speaks to like being between worlds. It's got this energy of like learning to be okay while at the threshold of like what was and what will be. It could be a time of waiting, evolving. It's this kind of gray area where there's something essential, yet it's still in development. Right? It's the metamorphosis process. So you're in a process of change. And it's got this energy like, you know that you were called to it and you can no longer be who you were, but maybe you aren't quite sure of like what the next experience in your life will be. You're at that in between what was and what could be, like the metamorphosis of the caterpillar into the butterfly. However, you can't just skip the messy parts, right? You have to endure the unknown and the uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. The thing is, you're not quite there yet. You've got one foot in the past, even if you're ready to shed the version of you and become something new. You have to start redefining who you are in the context of the question, right? Do you believe that it's possible to get to the next place? Can you explore this stage of your evolution and get to know yourself a little better? It's this process in between worlds. It's where things get really interesting. You learn how to manage your fear. You how to stay present in the now. How to see in the dark. Right? You absorb the lessons offered to you with grace because you can't go any faster. So this is a real test of emotional fortitude, right? Of patience, trust, humility. It's and this energy was coming up yesterday of this no man's land. It's part of you, and once you make it part of you, then whatever was set into motion comes into life. I feel like this is what you've been waiting for. And when you look back, you might even grow to love this place in between, because it's where you're reborn. And then we have number 19. 19 breaks down to a 10. 10 is completion. 10 is also 1. And there's been a huge theme recently, or this past few days, I should say, of the collective and the individual, right? The macro and the micro. I feel like we're still kind of in that energy as well. This is the moon, perception. The moon is the ruler of Cancer and speaks of like the deep inner river of emotions, right? What motivates you, how you experience and express your feelings, right? How you nurture and need nurturance. in your astrological chart, the moon is just as important as the sun, even though it's much smaller. But by coincidence, supposed coincidence of the size and distance from our perspective on the earth, the sun and the moon, which is our symbols of consciousness and unconsciousness, appear to be the same size. And this is why eclipses are possible, because coincidentally they're exactly the right distance. The moon's exactly the right distance away to look at the exact same size. It's unbelievable. Honestly, there's no way it's coincidence in my opinion. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, um, the moon cycles through the zodiac in about 27 and a half days, I think. And it changes signs about every 2 days. And it colors our moods, our habits, our behaviors. Right now, the moon just came into Pisces. So, a water sign of emotion, of sensitivity, right? Um, the the moon in Pisces, you may be more sensitive to everything. Your other people, right? Your environment, your own feelings and body. Um, there's this energy of having like a very rich imagination with the moon in Pisces. Um, Maybe finding like talents in music or photography, film, other like artistic fields. So yeah, a lot to do with sensitivity. Um, a Pisces moon is also one of the most romantic moon signs in the zodiac. Um, so you may find that that has an effect on you. Um, there's also this energy of empathy and healing. The action with the moon card is to first perceive what unspoken emotional inner calling and patterns are driving you. Right? Look to your own moon sign. When you cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, right, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony with your path. And then you can investigate the needs and wants of those around you. Right? The emotions underneath the surface actually run the show. Those primary drives are expressed through habits and actions, nuance and expression rather than through words. So it's this underground ocean that carries the soul's energy. You may want to speak to any insecurities that may be slowing this process. Act in a way that helps others feel nurtured and warm and emotionally connected. Right? Make them feel at home. The challenge with the moon card is to look to feelings rather than logic to move the situation forward. Right? Notice any maybe like strange responses to anxiety or touchy personal defenses, subjectivity, insecurities, either in your motivation or like in those around you. Tend to the fear that underlies these behaviors. The gift with the moon is that you're one with the ebb and the flow. And the more that you watch what sign the moon occupies each day and allow the moon to teach you about its phases, the more you can align yourself with those tides and make life a little easier. And I just did a video yesterday. I did a live stream on the void course moon, which was yesterday. So that was interesting. I know I'm personally like becoming more connected with the planets, and most recently with the moon. And it's this kind of conversation that takes place when you connect with the planets. You're able to sense certain things. Let's get a couple tarot cards. Thank you guys for liking the video. It really does help get a greater reach. First card out, we have the Eight of Swords. Came out on the floor, which tells me it's in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse. This is releasing self-imposed restrictions. You're letting go of, I feel like my guides are saying an aspect of you that's no longer needed, or a thought or a behavior that's no longer needed, something that was restricting you. A shadow. Birds may really stand out to you at this time. We got the Page of Swords. You're learning something new. There could be some new information that helps you to let go of this. We got the Eight of Pentacles with the Sun in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is about mastering your craft, putting time, investing time in you, but there's also this aspect here of like waiting for happiness, or it's like happiness is right around the corner. You're in this in between, the land in between, remember. So we've got the Five of Swords also in reverse. So if any cards would be in reverse, I would want these two to be in reverse, right? This tells me you're letting go of some conflict. You're letting go, you're releasing something that probably was in the mind. The swords are of the mind. And it's just this energy of recovery. Release of some kind of loss, perhaps, or conflict. There's a desire for peace here. There could have been some resentments for somebody. The Five of Swords speaks to like, it can speak to like unfair advantage, but yeah, I just feel like there could be resentments here. Like there was something about this. So that might be something that you want to look at releasing. You know, when we hold on to resentments, it hurts us. I do feel like there is happiness coming. There is vitality coming. It's just this energy of like waiting, learning, processing, honing in on your craft. Yeah, I just feel like it's a honing in on your craft, and somebody could feel this could go a couple ways. Somebody could feel like a victim, being a victim, or feeling helpless. And I feel like another group has released this old story. If you are still feeling a little stuck in this, like feeling like you're a victim or feeling like life happens to you and not for you, I would go and watch the movie The Secret. That's a movie that's changed millions of people's lives, including my own. It really helps you to take charge of your life. And then for the other group, I feel like you are like using the laws of the universe. You are in this energy of recovery. This is a gentle reminder that you create your reality. And so if you are projecting limitations, it's illusion. If you're feeling trapped with no path forward, remember that this is a perspective also that can be lifted. When you choose sovereignty over victimhood, you become the wielder of choice. You can free yourself from your shackles and shift your outcome dramatically just by accepting that you're the one person who's responsible for your happiness. We're never really stuck. Good time to nurture your soul, spend time that you may need to transmute any feelings of helplessness. I feel like that's what you're doing though, for the most part. That's what I feel like somebody is really stepping into their power, because upright it would be like more helplessness to me, but in reverse I feel like you're coming out of that. You're coming out of some conflict, and yeah, there's just this energy of kind of like being in between, like not having one foot all the way, you know what I mean? It's like there's an unsurety, but it's because you're learning. It's because there's something that you're learning or processing. There's an energy here of patience and of learning, like honing in on your craft. Look, the Three of Pentacles, it's time to create. It's time to really just like learn and study and practice your craft, or whatever it is that, you know, your maybe your business or your career or your gifts, whatever it is that you're creating at this time. For me, this would be like investing hours in my business, maybe doing like some social media planning, or creating some like tinctures or elixirs. It's going to be different for everyone. But this is an energy of creating something new from this land in between. Okay, it's good time to tap into your intuition, because there could have been a block here. Like I feel like whatever this conflict was, it was kind of taking you out of your magical space, and now it's time, I think, to step back into that. Let's get a couple cards for advice. Yeah, it's time to move forward. The Eight of Wands. This is quick movement forward. So you're not going to be stuck here for long. Take what you can with this information, with this inspiration as well that's coming in for you. I do feel like some of you have some gifts that are evolving as well. The more that you practice, is what I'm hearing, the better you become. And then the Ten of Cups flew out. This is divine love and divine harmony that's coming your way. This is alignment that you're moving towards. So be proud of yourself. Like, seriously, tap yourself on the back, because I do feel like you've come a long way. You've released a lot, and you're just on this in between step. Focus on love, on happiness, on happy family. on children, on healing, on introspection, and on your confidence. On leaving your legacy. The more that you focus on these things, the more they're coming into being, okay? And the more that you release these other things, these conflicts, or whatever this was, this restriction, the less you focus on that, and the more that you focus on this energy of soul searching and of confidence, of radiance, of leaving your legacy, building your future, your business, your empire, perhaps. The more you focus on being inspired and moving forward, the better you're going to be. Thank you guys so much for liking this video. Please share it out with a friend who may enjoy this type of thing. I appreciate each and every one of you who subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of upcoming videos. Love you guys.